I'm Courtney's daddy, and she is her.
They let me do it because, I'm an athlete. So they like, well, whatever you want to do, we going to give you a shot at doing it. Started kind of getting hot in the city. Like, she the one. Like, she up and coming. We can't wait for her to get there. I know ain't no girl doing it like how I'm doing it. Not in little old Folkestone. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't even think about everybody else in the world. I'm just thinking, man, right here where I'm at in little old Folkestone, I know I'm popular.
You once again, where we at? What that thing say?
We back again.
Courtney's daddy.
And I'm her, Courtney. Y'all know what's going on, man.
AKA Don Weezy. So what we doing today, Court Weezy? But we making progress, ain't we?
Man, we giving y'all consistent content, bro. The consistency is there. Do you hear me?
Okay. I'm sorry, we hustling with it.
Oh, we locked in.
To the Minnesota. This thing gonna jump in a minute.
We locked in.
Just keep talking about our stuff, man.
Keep talking about what we got
must
going
be
on.
interesting people.
So what we talk about today?
All right, let's talk about you.
Okay.
My interesting daughter. People want to know.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get some deep questions out of you. All right, let's talk about your childhood. People want to know
All
that.
right.
People always asking me about what did you do for your daughter? What did you do? How did you train her? What did she do?
Yeah.
Tell your little story from what you know. How was life growing up with a daddy who pushing you to be this magnificent person? How did you receive that? Give us a little insight on that.
Okay, so we talking my childhood. Honestly, I think I had an amazing childhood. Obviously you went to jail for, that's another episode. So in my younger days, you kind of really wasn't around, so mom was kind of handling that.
But you didn't remember that though.
How old was I when you got out?
4, 5.
I think I had just started that little rec league.
You remember when you first got in the rec league? When I came home, y'all had started a little rec league and everything. Then when I took you back there and I seen how I said, okay, I got a little baller.
Yeah.
So from there, what you can remember from that point?
You know what I remember? I remember being the best. I remember being the best because I was the only one that could really dribble. It was really me, Kurt, and Desmond. But it was really me and Desmond because little Kurt, that's my baby cousin. So he was like our baby. But me and Desmond around the same age. So me and Desmond would always fight for who want to take the ball out. Because we always like, whoever take the ball out, we know that other person is not passing that ball no more. We just taking it. So that's what I remember from a young age, just fighting down with my first cousin Desmond about who is taking this ball out. And you know what I remember? I remember one game when I was a baby, how we was down and I ended up hitting a half court shot. Remember I had the jumping.
Jumping.
I think that's when everybody knew I was gonna be the one, bro. When I hit that game winner half court, bro.
Yeah, you remember that?
I remember.
Throw that thing up there.
Yeah, that was crazy.
So after that, you got to. I don't think you played no AAU before high school.
No, I didn't.
Cause really, you just played Little League, and then you didn't play no more till 7th, 8th grade.
Yep.
Can you remember that the first time you went out there?
Yeah, so I remember skipping middle school. So they put me right on JV. So I didn't even play the middle school ball at all. I went straight JV because they really wanted me to go high school. But it was like I'm too young. So I had to go JV. And you know me, I'm just telling all the older kids, like during the high school games, I'm giving them their water because I'm just like, I'm happy to be here because I'm like, man, I know I can help them. But my age prohibited me from being able to play with the big dogs. So I was just running through JV, and they couldn't wait till I got to high school because they were like, man, we need her, bro. Like, we need her. So I remember, like I said, just skipping middle school altogether, and they just put me straight on JV. And then I was running through them easy, and then when I got to high school.
The next coming.
What? Man,
they coming. I remember, I put that basketball goal outside.
Yeah.
Every time you get mad, you be going out there. Remember how we took over the neighborhood?
Yeah, for sure.
Tell you, anybody want to challenge us? That's when I really knew. You know what I mean? Like, I say, nah, she play with the guys and boys out here.
Yeah.
Ain't no girl can't touch you.
I'm telling you.
And when you be out there banging with us, I say, ooh, boy, where they get a load of her. Push it to the limit,
Yeah.
So you remember that? We was out there playing?
Yeah.
So what kind of motivation that was for you?
Yeah.
When you went to school knowing that?
I think, honestly, it is exactly what you said. It made me feel like, can't no girl mess with me, man. I'm out here playing against boys. Like, and I'm giving them the business. Like, we going bar for bar. Me against these guys, we going at it. So I'm like, bro, ain't no girl I know ain't no girl doing it like how I'm doing it. Not in little old Folkestone. You know what I'm saying? Now, I ain't even think about everybody else in the world. I'm just thinking, man, right here where I'm at in little old Folkestone, I know I'm popping it.
Well, me and you used to be dudes. We take on, me and you, take on the whole neighborhood.
That's what I'm saying.
And the boy used to bang, Courtney, kill him.
Hey, man, I remember when I really kind of got up, like, around, like, that middle school. Like I said, like, I ain't really play middle school. They just jumped me straight to JV. So I remember around that time where, like, I started kind of getting hot in the city, like, where folks really was like, oh, yeah, she the one. Like, she up and coming. We can't wait for her to get there.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember being in the sticks, because, you know, in the sticks,
the court,
that's like our go-to in folks. And, like, it used to be flooded out there. And, you know me, I'm a young girl, I'm a young bull, but I ain't really made people, like, a believer yet. I remember it was one night they was out there just shooting, all the big dogs, like, and they shooting for money. And I remember Rocky was down some bread. And he was like, he knew I was up next, but everybody else was kind of like still like not really believing like that. He literally was like, man, she gonna shoot for me. So, you know, they thinking like, man, we finna get free money. Like, you want her to shoot for you? He like, I'm putting my money on her. She shooting for me against men. Like, they betting. They at the court betting, putting bread up. Right? Yeah. And he literally was like, she finna shoot for me. So these boys, they are like, bring it on. Yeah, she can shoot for you. Like, it don't matter how much you putting up. He putting up 100 every shot. So we going back to back. I'm going against grown men. And he putting, man, I promise you, we left up out of there and we were the big dogs. And Rocky talk about this to this day. Like, Court got me all my money back plus some. Okay. I think that's when I really knew, like, nah, I'm the one. Like, I can't be messed with. I ain't gonna say I knew, like, oh, I'm a pro, but I knew, like, I'm the one. Like, ain't no girl messing with me. Like, I feel like that instilled all the confidence in me beating grown men. I'm like, man, ain't no girls out here doing it like that. Like, I just know they not, bro.
They not. And they wasn't either.
Not in folks, and heck no.
I know you're a super athlete, and I know you was out there on that track field too. So how did your track experience translate and help your basketball game?
I mean, honestly, I think I was doing whatever to just get out of school. So, like, anything that was a sport, honestly, not even just sports, anything that was like a curricular activity that could get me out of school, I was doing it. So I played softball, I did track. Like, we obviously ain't have like the tennis and the golf and all of these. We ain't have all of that at the time when I was in school. So all we had was softball, basketball, track, and one-act play. And I did them was all my little go-tos after school, getting me out of school. So softball, let's start with softball. So softball, I was the shortstop for sure. You know, they always put the most athletic person at shortstop.
All right.
Shortstop or center field. But for some reason, I was like, I don't want to just stand out in center field because I just feel like I'm not getting no action. So I was like, I want to do shortstop. I did shortstop. And then for some reason, I was so intrigued by all the gear that the catcher put on. So I told him, I'm like, man, let me do the catcher for a little bit. They let me do it because, you know, I'm an athlete. So they like, well, whatever you want to do, we're going to give you a shot at doing it.
You'll be an athlete, be a catcher too.
You feel me, bro? When I tell you squatting that whole time, bro, I was like, oh, no. And then you got to think about, at the time I had my hair. So when you also a catcher, you got to like throw that thing off your head so fast. It used to tear my hair up. I'm like, man, I can't do the catcher no more. Put me back at shortstop, bro. So I like softball, bro. Softball was cool. I just think it was just a little too slow for me. But overall, it was I had a good time playing softball. Go to the track and field. Track and field, I did they wanted me to do everything, bro. But I'm like, I gravitated more to the jumping. So I did high jump, long jump, triple jump, and I ran the 400. They had me in the 4x4. So then was my little go-to. So I hated the 400, bro.
Ooh, but you did that.
I did it, but I hated it, bro.
Fight that monkey, girl. Fight that monkey.
Bro, the monkey used to get on my back, bro, right at that last 200, bro.
Oh, yeah.
That last 200 is when it's like, oh, my goodness, I'm about to die, bro. Oh, my gosh. But the events that I enjoyed doing was the high jump, long jump, triple jump. And again, we in Folkestone, we don't got nobody that's teaching us technique that's, you know what I'm saying? Like, all right, we giving you extra training and extra work. Like, we was just going straight talent. Like, I'm doing high jump, long jump, triple jump off of literally straight talent alone. Like, I ain't have no track stars coming in. Like, this is the technique you need to do. It was like, look, this your mark. You need to jump from this mark. This your mark. You need to just figure out what feel good for you and don't cross that line. Oh, you doing triple jump? You need to jump twice. Like, they just gave us the basic instructions. And now everything we doing, we just doing off the muscle, off of just straight talent alone. So, man, I try to throw the discus. I try to do shot. I try to do everything, bro. But I ended up going to state for the high jump, the long jump, the triple jump. And I snuck in on the 400. And the only reason I snuck in on the 400, bro, is because when we had to do regionals to go to state, the girl fell. I was in last place. Bro. And the girl fell, bro.
Last. Come on, we don't do last.
Man, I promise you.
You getting killed like that?
I'll get killed, bro. It gets serious when these folks really take, bro. The way I look at basketball, that's the way these folk looked at track, bro.
Yeah, you got.
So when you get to like that high end regional where it's time to go to state, and you got everybody top dogs in the region.
Oh yeah.
Man, these folk take track serious, bro. So I knew I was finna get dusted when I went to state. I got dusted. I barely made it. The girl fell. They was taking the top 3. The girl fell. It was only 4 of us running.
And you were last.
It was only 4 of us running, bro. The girl fell, and that's the only reason why I made it to state at the 400, bro.
So you know you.
So I knew, bro. And then, check this out. Why, when I went to state, nobody told me I had the nerve to go to state with a bang.
With a bang? Talking about the hair bang thing?
Bang, bro. I had a bang. So So imagine me, and this the part, this why I don't tell nobody, I done deleted the pictures and all. But I'm running a 400, getting dusted, because now I'm in state. I barely made it through regionals. I'm in state getting smoked, like, and you got to think about it, bro. I'm just trying to fit in. So everybody, you know, like, they like, all right, it's our turn to do run. So everybody doing their little jumps, everything to get into the little, you know what I'm saying, the little kickoff area. I don't even know what it called. That's how, that lets you know I'm just there off of the muscle, bro. So I'm seeing everybody shaking their legs out. And so I'm like, dang, maybe I need to be doing it too. Bro, so I started jumping, trying to shake my legs out like this normal for me too. Bro, when I tell you these folks took off, I got a bang, bro, the bang like this. I'm trying to run as hard as I can, bro, and the bang is up. So I'm trying to run and keep the bang down, and I'm trying to run, and I'm in last place, bro. I remember these folks getting a picture of me in last place, and the bang up. I said, man, don't ever ask me to do no 400 ever again. That was the last 400 I ever ran, bro. Swear to God. Last 400 I ever ran, bro.
That's crazy.
What it says, I redeemed myself in the long jump, in the high jump, in the triple jump. The triple jump, I don't think I placed. I think the long jump, I ended up coming in like 4th out the state. And then I think high jump, I came in 3rd out the state. So I got on the podium. And those was my favorite events anyway. So my little pride was hurt for the 400. But I redeemed myself in the little jumping event. So I left out of there with my head held high.
So you mentioned one act play.
Yeah.
Tell us about that.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, that was different because that's not no sport. That was
I don't even know what it is.
Yeah, so what it was at in high school, my favorite teacher was Miss Forica. And she was over one act play, which was basically like a play that the school put on. So she came to me and she was like, I got this character that I think would be perfect for you. Would you consider doing one act play? And I'm like, one act play? I'm an athlete, like. And she like, you gonna get out of school? It's gonna be fun. I'm like, all right, I'll do it. It's gonna get me out of school. I'll do it. So I ain't gonna lie, it was different. That was the first time I ever did something like that because I was super out of my comfort zone. I had to act. They gave me a whole script. Like, so the overall of it was, the idea of the play was it was pretty much these kids and they was listening to music on an iPod at the time. So what we did was every song that the main character was listening to, they made it a person. So I was the hip hop person. You feel me? So like I had to come up and pretty much like imagine like this kid sitting on a bench listening to their iPod and like pretty much having a vision of the song being a person. So I'm coming up and I'm talking to you like I'm the hip hop song. Like, so I'm giving you the vibes of kind of like what the music made you feel like. You talking to the music as a person. It was a dope idea. Like, it sold me. When she told me all I got to do is be myself, talk to that person like how I talk to people in real life, it was golden. And then when we went, no cap, I ain't even lying. When we went to regionals on the play, and I won an award. I won an award for my hip hop person. No cap. I swear to God. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. I said, dang, I'm really a talented woman.
Just being you.
Just being me, bro. She really came to me and was like, this character is literally you. Like, this is how you act. Like, she was like, literally just come and be yourself. Like, we'll let you. She was like, this the lines, but like put it in your own words. Like, talk the way you like, do your thing. And I went up, did my thing, and
it's still you.
It's still me.
Hey, that's
oh, me. It's the culture. We're literally, the culture is the culture. And that's what they wanted. They wanted me to bring the culture to life. Like, obviously they could try their best to try and like embody what it was, but she like, no, you literally the embodiment of what it is we trying to portray. So I went up and I won the award on regional, so I was feeling myself. Yeah, that was smooth. One night I played with Smooth, man. Shout out Miss 4Acre, bro. Like, she really made me step outside of my comfort zone, and it was a dope experience being able to be a part of that. So that was something different I did in high school.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was smooth.
So during this time in high school, you got the track going on, basketball going on. Folks, how'd you feel? Would you feel like you was the man?
I was popping it. I was the one for sure. I was popping it. This had to be around like my junior year, going into my senior year. So like, you know, I'm by my junior.
And you know
year,
you're going to college now too.
So my junior, that's good because that walked me right into the AAU. So my junior year was obviously the last year that you could do AAU. So like I was on like the little small, you know how like the little small AAU teams around the city or whatever. So you know where we're going with this. So basically like we not getting no looks. Like we just playing in the Camdens and the Waycross and whoop. And we like, man, we gotta get eyes on me, bro. Like, I'm popping it. Somebody gotta see me. So
man, this girl killing it.
Yeah,
I wanted you to go to University of Florida.
Yeah, y'all. But y'all was so stuck on that Florida thing because Justin went to Florida for
we knew
football.
About Florida and high exposure.
Yeah, but moms at the time, she was just like, man, we not getting you no looks. We need to just take you straight to these camps. So you know, at the time, the colleges they do the little camp. So UM had a camp and Auburn had a camp. So moms took me to UM, and that's where we met Kenny. We done talked about Kenny a little bit. So that's where I met Kenny, and that's when I jumped on with him. He the one took me to Auburn camp. So Auburn is when I really took everything personal. Cause when he took me to Auburn camp, Kenny and I went, it was just me and Kenny went. When he took me to Auburn camp, at the time, he was like, they got this kid who is projected to be like one of the top high school kids or whatever. Mind you, I'm not on nobody board. Like, I'm not even heard of.
Yeah, you ain't on the radar yet.
I ain't on nobody radar. But Kenny done put that bug in my ear. Like, is this girl here? She is like top 5 in the country right now. Like, so just so you know. So now I'm like, man, I'm finna bust her ass. Like, I got to. So it's crazy because, so we going through, you know how they have all the little drills or whatever at the camp, all the little drills. So then they did ones. So it was king of the court, queen of the court. So they had all these different like hoops or whatever. So they broke us all up and they had us all like whoever gonna win at each hoop, they can move to, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else get fall off, and the ones that win, now y'all gotta play each other. You feel me? So I beat out my group. So I'm like, I'm up. You feel me?
Easy.
So then it ended up, I promise you, it was me and the girl, the last two. And they was like, y'all going to 3. So we in front of the whole Auburn camp, like all the hoopers, all the coaches, everybody, me against her. So I'm like, I'm like, man, y'all shouldn't have did that girl like that. I promise you, they said y'all only going to 3. I came out the gate, she didn't want to guard me. Boom, let it fly, cash. They like, man, you better guard that girl, cause we in front of the whole camp.
Yeah.
They gave me the ball back. Boom, crossed up, almost made a fall. I swear to God, almost made a fall. And then so now, cause the Auburn players out there, they like, man, you gotta chill out. I'm like, man, what? So I'm like, all right. I done killed her. She almost fell. Easy to the rack lay. Now they gassing cause they like, man, you get her stop. In my head, I'm like, man, it's over with for her. It's over with. Boom. We going to 3. Last bucket, they gave it to me because now your pride on the line now. So now she like, man, at first it was fun and games because she thought I was sweet. You feel me?
As soon as you miss, she gonna destroy you.
Yeah, she like, all I gotta do is get one stop. I'm not gonna let her get the ball back. So, and I know that too. And she had size on me too a little bit. So I'm like, I gotta end her here because if she get the ball, I might be over with because she got size on me. Man, I got a ball. I gave her a jab. She bit. 1 dribble pull up, cash, skunked her, 3-0. What? And they still ain't offer me. I'm like, dang.
Okay.
I done beat the best, y'all top recruit. I mean, and you could tell they was on her nuts the whole camp. Like, you could tell the coaches told the players, like, y'all make sure y'all showing this girl extra love because we try and get her.
Yeah.
Skunked her, 3-0. Still ain't give me no offer. I'm like, man, what else I gotta do? What else I gotta do? These school offer me. I'm like, dang, bro. What else y'all need me to do to get an offer out of y'all, bro?
What else?
It wasn't nothing else I could do. But you know what? That's why they say everything is meant to be what it's supposed to be. Because South Florida, man, USF, baby. I'm only here because of USF. So shout out
South Florida Bulls.
Shout out my alma mater, man. USF, man. I'm not here if it's
Tampa,
not for USF.
Florida.
Bro.
So after all the AAU and everything, tell us a little bit about how you finally got on the radar. How South Florida came on the radar.
Yeah.
I remember. So you tell a little story about how that happened.
For sure. So really how it happened was I ended up playing with Kenny AAU, and he was plugged in with South Florida. So like them was like his people. So he pretty much telling them like, look, I got this kid, man, that could go. Like y'all need to look at her, like give her a real look. You know what I'm saying? And it was Coach Carey. Shout out Coach Carey Banks, man.
Yo.
At the time, she was
Carey hanging out.
So at the time, she was the recruiter for South Florida. And man, she was pulling up to Folkestone, bro.
Track meet.
She was coming to track meets. She had done got me out of school one time. Like she was just showing me love, like constantly calling me, like just staying on top of everything. Like she was literally the only. Like, she was the only person that I talked to, honestly. Like, my whole recruiting process, that was literally the only coach that I talked to. And that was but to be honest, that was the only person I had to talk to because I feel like it was meant to be. Like, we vibed so heavy. She really, like, really wanted me to come to South Florida. Like, and, I mean, don't nobody really know I'm not really getting no looks. So, like, she just showing me love off the strength. Like, bro, we really want you. Like, I see what you could do.
Right. When she saw you.
Yeah, so Coach Carey, man, she really put the battery in the back of everybody to be like, man, nah, we got to get this kid. And then I think she went to Coach Fernandez and all of them and was like, man, she a go. Man, Coach called me.
Oh, my God, we got to have her.
For real. And Coach Fernandez called me, and he was like, hey, we want to offer you. Mind you, he ain't even really see me play. It was strictly Coach Carey who pulled up and seen my games, my track meet. She pulled up to everything. And I think, like I said, I think her word was just so heavy that she told them, like, this called me. He called me. I remember it like it was yesterday. I was sitting in the living room. Mama was in her room. And he called me on the phone and was like, hey, I just want to let you know we want to offer you a scholarship. And I'm like, what? Because, at this point in time, you getting thousands and thousands of letters. But, like, they told us out the gate, they was like, them letters is, like, false hope. Like, they was like, it be coaches sometimes get letters. Like, they just be sending letters out sometimes. Like, and it don't hold no weight for real. It's like, until you get that phone call and they telling you we offering you, you can't really take them letters to heart. Like, yeah, it feel good being like, oh, they sending me a letter, but
Merry Christmas, Thanksgiving.
You feel me? It's just like little
so-and-so.
Yeah, it's just like little false hope. So, like I said, I'm sitting in the living room, mom's in her room, and I remember coach calling me and being like, hey, Court, we want to offer you a scholarship. And I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, like, we want to offer you. We want you to come be a Bull. And I said, dang, for real? And I remember yelling to mama coming to get on the phone. And then I remember getting her just kind of trying to keep it kosher. Like, thank you so much, da-da-da-da. I remember clicking in and her saying, that's where we going. You going there. And I remember calling you and saying, Daddy, I just got offered. And you said, yeah, that's the first of many. We need to wait and see what these other schools talk about. And then I remember mama bullying everybody and being like, no,
we going here.
Nah. These is the only people that done pulled up and showed Courtney that they want her. We are going there. We are not going nowhere else. And
I said, man, we got visits. We got to take other visits.
She said, no. She said, you want who wants you. And these are the only people that done showed you that they want you consistently. So that's where we going. She put her foot down, and then that was it. Nobody could say nothing else to her. It was her decision. And she made the right one, man, because
it was the right one.
Everything. And cut.
Chop.